Good morning, guys. Oh, am I in frame? Here, let me pull you just slightly. There. Hi. So it's Patty with the Bumbling Crafter. Good morning. Hi, how is everyone? I think all my comments are caught up. So I think we might be able to start playing our game again soon, our trivia game, which I've been missing. But today we are going to work on just the bits. So I am going to make, what am I making? Neutral masterboards, which you know I do not excel at, you guys. So, but I'm going to show you the quick, easy, down and dirty Patty way of making them, because I need some. So I have this pre-folded in 12 by 12. So theoretically, I'm going to cut it there and then do another, right? Okay. So I have a bag of bits from Gutting a Book. So I have that, and then I have piano papers and just different colored papers that are also just laying here out of a book. Just, you know, hanging out, doing nothing. So let's just dive in because it's quicker to show you. I really struggle with neutrals. You wouldn't think so because it's just a piece of paper. So I'm going to do this the Gale way, where we are going to do the edges first, and it's going to kind of try to keep me in my corners a little bit. It's my hope. Like, I know this one has an extra hangy do. We're not too worried about that. I was going to take it off and I forgot. Now see how big my pieces are, right? So, and I guess this is two pieces together, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, the back of this. All right, hang on. That's really good writing paper, so I'm actually going to set that part aside because we'll need stuff on the back, I'm sure, when we're done. And we'll use this part. Right? I know, just hang with me. Because it's not that, well, these are bases for upcoming projects, right? And I have lots of bases, but I need some neutral stuff, which I don't have. And we're going to use, you know, a part of a... So all of this music here comes from a free, sorry about the words, hymnal. Woo! I know it. Well, I'm on the stronger meds, and you can tell. So I'm going to have some aphasia, guys. Sorry. We just got to deal with it for a few days, and then hopefully things will be back to normal. But, okay, so I'm going to rip this here, and we're going to put one on the edge. Don't worry, we're going to come back to the other bit. These were falling out of the books, and I was going to pitch them in the trash, and then I was like, what are you doing? So what I'm doing here is I had folded that, so I'm trying to find, hold on, my corner. There we go. Okay, now I can see my corner is down here. And that's not a perfect one, but it doesn't matter that this brown is showing. It doesn't really matter. Wondering, should I just go ahead? Oh no, let's put one here, and then I'll rip it off the other part. What was I going to put there? I don't know. Not that. That's boring. Well, let's just put another one of these because, like, oh, I already have some on the desk. We got like a million of them. Well, it was a book of birds, so, but because I'm downsizing, I am, you know, trying to purge the portions that I wouldn't be using anyway, and then I'll cut my birds cut them out, not up. I did say cut them out, I know, shoot. Yep, okay. That's not how we're going to do that. So let me just, everything is missing. So apparently we're just going to use scissors, or I guess we could use the ruler and rip along the ruler line, couldn't we? My knife is out in the other room, which is a really random place for a box cutter, I know. Okay, so I'm just going to move the rest for the moment because this is what I wanted to concentrate on. Okay, so then we're literally going to fill in the blanks with just more of these pages. And I usually do it even easier than this. I usually use a full, what am I doing? Full book page. Right? Oh, that was almost perfect. Look at that. Almost perfect. It's okay. Where is my scraper? Fingers are already getting gluey. And then we're going to take this piece, because it's in my hand, and we're going to put it right here. And normally you'd be like, don't put it so close to the other book music page. We don't care. Actually, I have another music page in here, a different type. Yeah, this type. With the great big music notes, so we can... Wow, that was not even close to it. See, I'm trying to do the squares. You see how good I did. We're actually going to use this one, which to me has more personality, but you know, that's me. And we're just going to slap it. Or how are we going to get the most use? Like that. I should have took off this white border. Well, we still could. We still can. Not a fan of the white border. And I think we can sacrifice that much, unless we stamp on it. But it's garbage day, and I for sure was headed out. I want some more of this creamy color page in here. I sure was going to head out and just start dumping everything in the trash can, because there's a lot of stuff in my room. But then I was like, that's just so wasteful. I couldn't do it, you know. Because, you know, the other side of the ocean. Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool on something. One of my paint pours or something. I just poured an ocean themed piece. And, oh, but I think it's going to be one that gets 2 pours because it adhered weird, which could be the new stuff I was using. And that's okay. That's how we learn. I mean, it's beautiful. Well, one side, okay, 3/4 of it is beautiful because it's round, right? 1/4 is not my friend. And I'm just going to finish using this piece of paper up. That way we don't have any bits. Oh, yeah. Just flip it over. Look at that. We'll have full words. Whoop. Where are you going? So I went to a used store yesterday, you guys, and I scored so much stuff. So many stamps. So many brand new stamp sets that have never been touched. Okay. Look at that. Took us a couple minutes, right? So now then, I'm going to move all this stuff over here for the moment, because I'm hoping to do another one. But this is how I do neutral. I don't know why I don't do this with the rest of my masterboards, actually. Doesn't make any sense, does it? So, hang on. Now, don't get ahead of yourself, Patty. This should come here. All the way across, all the way across. Told you I wasn't worried about that extra hang piece. Not at all. Okay, so this is going to come here. Sure. Oh, pieces from my paint pour all over the place. That's because we did the paint pour in here. I don't know if we have already done that video yet or not. And I meant to, I totally did that wrong. That's why it's looking weird to me. Actually, we're going to go this way, which I'm pretty sure I started to do in the first place, didn't I? This is what I was supposed to be doing, y'all. And then we're going to grab our next little page, only because I'm trying to measure it with it. So I don't know why. I guess I could have just took, yeah, I got it. I'm trying to stay in a 12 by 12. I don't know why, because that's even going to get cut down, because I'm moving everything to an 8 by 10 kind of game. See, these little extra pieces help us, right? And you're like, well, what the heck? Yeah, hold on. See? I'm just gonna slap it right here. Wait, wait. How am I gonna get my square? Is that the square? It doesn't seem right. Is that 12 by 12? Not at all. Huh? It will. It's all good. Doesn't matter. So then, let's okay. Cool, right? All right. We're going to set this one. Well, actually, I'm just going to go right on top. I'm just going to put down another. I'm going to rip this ahead of time so we don't have all this crinkle. Though I love the crinkle. I'm not going to lie. Rip that one. Okay. Scooch this one up for a minute. It can sit there and look pretty. And we're going to do it again. Okay, whatever. Disregard the birds. You see nothing. Mostly, I'm just worried about getting the edges better than I normally worry about getting the edges. Because, I missed. Look at that. But it's a glue stick, so you can adjust it. Dun, 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 dun. There. I do a lot of under-over in my work, generally speaking, but not today. Because, I don't know, because it's neutral. And that makes absolutely no sense, I am aware. Oh, look at that. But this one has more, okay. Yeah, the other side, it has more lettering. Yeah, we're going to go through a few of these little glue sticks, I'm betting. Well, this one was already used, to be fair. I had already been using it. This is not exactly neutral. I know. Oh, shoot. All right, fine. Fine. Guess I'm not playing by the rules, am I? So I totally missed my edge. Whatever. There's not really music on the back of that, so no point in worrying about that. Let's see. Don't be this picky when you're doing it. I don't know what I'm doing right now, except that I definitely wanted it on the edge. You know, I definitely wanted it on this edge. So you know, I'm doing it again. But the whole point of this is to not think about it, right? This is like, do this when you are lacking mojo or you're short on time or you just want to warm up your artistic chops for the day, you know, like you just want to get going. So we have a stamping video coming up. Has to be. I have so many new ones. That place yesterday was, I've never been in it before, but it was, oh shoot. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. It was like pay dirt, man. I mean, just everywhere you look, I spent way entirely too much money there. I went there for a National Geographic magazine, which I did not get. So technically, I'm supposed to stop at the Goodwill today and see if they have one, but I don't know that I can talk myself into it. Honestly. The thing is I know Bookman's carries them, which is a bookstore, used bookstore here. But it's really expensive. Not always with their magazines though. So, you know, there's that. And so we'll see. Because I don't think the Goodwill puts out magazines, and their books are like $3 and $4 a piece now, which is crap. For, you know, a little kid's used book, I don't want to pay $3 or $4. Well, depending. If it's an antique-y one, yes. But I'm pretty tight when it comes to what I'm willing to pay on books. And I found another little library, but I seen it the day before school started, and so it's at one of our little elementaries. So So right down the center because I want to slap it right in there somewhere after I take off a bit of the white. That was backwards. Don't do that. Put the small spot under and tear with the longer edge. Oh, I am assuming you guys know that, but we do have some newbies. And so maybe they don't know that it makes your life just easier. I don't want to get rid of those, whatever they are. Note things. I don't know what they are. And that's a really cute border. I would do something like that as a border, you know, on a page or something. On a tag, on a page, on something. Not today. Today, oh, did you see that I put that next to that? Well, too late now. It doesn't matter because it's going to get shifted, as you know. So as long as I get all the colors in here, I'm pretty happy. Ooh, that just gouged my glue. Okay, but neither of you are down tight, which doesn't matter because you're going to get glued again. But I'm trying to position it so I can take the white off at the bottom. You don't have to worry about the white edges, and I'm not sure why I am because it certainly slows you down, but, you know. So did you see me just twist the page? It was kind of an automatic thing. I didn't think a whole lot about it before I did it. I was more interested in the writing. I wasn't thinking when I did it, but that's what you're supposed to do. So oh, I went quiet, didn't I? Because I'm concentrating. You just have no clue how much I have to concentrate for beige, white, you know, what these are. See, this page did not go down at all. Like, it's a little slightly glossy. It won't be when we're done, but right this moment, it sure is. I can't do it. Some of them have too much of a edge, you know? Just too much. Too much of an edge. I know over here I left them. That's okay. That's okay too. Both ways are valid. But this one is working me a little more than normal because I did not put squares on, which we all knew I wasn't going to manage squares too long. I think everybody knew that going in, right? Because like y'all have seen me before. Oh, if you haven't, this is not what we normally do here. Shoot. Get up here. Just let you know, everything's got sticky glue on it. And that one's got it on the top too because it was messing with me. Okay, so I need a whiter piece for there, so I'm going to use some of this big stuff. I don't know, this is just kind of part of the process. I don't have to use a huge amount, and I'm going to turn it. Yeah, I'm going to use the whole thing. I don't know who I'm kidding. Did I put that piece down? No, that piece doesn't belong there, does it? Yeah, get off. You're messing up my mojo. Really? That's not going to be long enough to fit there? Well, I guess it's going to go that way. I was incorrect. And I guess we're going to put this piece over here. Okay. And now we're going to do the same thing. And I do it this way so I don't get distracted. But this time I'm going to cut it in threes. Save myself a little work. So then we're going to knit them back together, but in a different way. So usually I just, you can do this, right? Do it this way. Where'd my little piece go? Like this. And yes, I know, we're not worried. Because then we're going to put it to this piece right here. So we're going to go over this entire piece here, like that. We're just going to slide this up here, kind of do that to it. Put a little more glue there. Yeah, I'll be putting a little more glue for days. So I'm not going to go right there, even though I don't like this spot, actually. Why don't we take the spot that I don't care for? I don't like this hard line right here, is what I'm not liking. Which matters not really in the end, but right now visually it's bugging me. So, oh, come along, Sally. So we'll just, oh, how much can I, oh yeah, I can pull it right to the end. Look at there. No, I don't like that spot. Oh, you knew that was coming. I think we all knew it was coming. Okay, so then I'm going to cut off both ends. I think my baby just left and I didn't get to say goodbye. Well, that's okay. He's a 12th grader. I should be used to this by now. So I'm going to just spin this one so I can put this yellowish color up on the top of that. That's how I made that whole decision right there, is because that was all white. And then this piece, let's just chop it right in half, right in between these words here. I'm going to put a piece down here. I don't know which way I was thinking it was going to go, but it's going this way now. Oh, it's upright. Look at that. Okay. And I know we're not in a 12 by 12 anymore. Well, we weren't going to be by the end anyhow. Okay. So now I'm going to take my two. I'm going to turn it this way, actually. I'm going to run glue down this edge. That's almost like a tutorial, huh? I don't do tutorials, but hey, look at us go. Okay, so we're going to do that. Should have probably glued both. And I'm going to put this piece here where there's just all this white. Oh, yep, okay. Hang on. Grab another one off the door. Now, if the sewing machine decides it likes me after this dries really good, I will probably sew some of this. Well, once we put it into tags, that is, because ultimately we'll do tag shapes and something shapes and something shapes. You know, that did not stick well, did it? There will come a point where I will be doing the edges where they come together with art glitter glue probably, or Lanco glue. Because I really like the Lanco glue, must say. I do. Okay, see? Perfectly something. I'm going to put this piece, wrong glue stick, over here. Right here for now. Nope. It's going to go here in the center of all that. So do you see how I'm just picking up and shifting it and moving it? So normally, this isn't even how I do these. I usually just, because I do an oblong, so I'll show you. Hang on. Let's cut this piece so that it's oblong again. So I'd have that, and then I would cut it somewhere down the center-ish. Well, might be time to grab the guillotine cutter. Maybe not, because I don't know where it's at. So normally, by now, I'd be using my box cutter, but I don't know where it's at. So we're going to rip it this way. That way I'm not fighting against papers that are already cut. I know it's not exactly even. I don't think. So, and then you're just gonna flip it. I generally, these ones are so white, oh my lordy, would put it either down here on the end or down here like I did the first one, where I did this game. Yeah, that'll work. And see how the back starts edging and which I knew, obviously, ahead of time. You know this is going to happen. So, because we're going to bring this one down to this end. But see how the papers start looking interesting now? Because they're starting to go all over the place. And so then this piece that's down on this end, we're going to cut and put on that end. And this is why I said you didn't really have to worry about like these white strips, because they're going to get filled in. So then this piece is going to come down here. And look how much more already interest it has. Now this one has several layers, so it's getting, okay, guess those layers are going that way. Which side are we doing? Doing it this way. So still in my little oblong shape, see? Like that. Now this doesn't make me happy, and so I can make the choice right now to come in with another piece and stick it in here if I feel like I'm getting towards the end of this masterboard, right? So you can assess what is still not your happiest moments. Like this, look at all this white. You can see this white, correct? Okay. And I don't know if we're putting this whole piece on here. We'll see in a second here when we go to lay it down. Because if not, we just rip it and move it to another place. So right here, we're going to use this end here. But see, that's a little... let's cross over this side too. Let's do that. So I guess I am leaving the whole piece. I wasn't going to. But that's okay, because we can just take another piece and come this way. See? It all works out. Don't want the red line, because, you know, really got to quit with that glue stick. I keep trying the same glue stick over and over again. But really, these are very quick if you leave them simple. Now I'm fussing with ours. You don't have to fuss. And see, as a tag, this is already pretty cool, right? Yep, we would want to add something, but then again, you're still going to put a focal point on it. So then when you get to this stage, if you decide you're done, and I would probably let it dry, and then off camera, if I was not doing this on camera, I would cut this a couple more times and continue to flip. I have to turn the fan towards me. Hang on. Oh. Early mornings and evenings, afternoons in this room is very hot. And it only has like a very small window of perfect, you know? And then now, as soon as it turns winter time, this room will stay cool. You'll see me with a heater. Well, maybe not, because we might be all the way in the garage by then. In which case, you're definitely going to see me with the heater. So then this is where I start twisting and turning, and I would not twist and turn those ones though. So that's different. If I put this one here, it would go here. Okay, good. I know, I thought I was done. And then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, that's not how I would do it if I wasn't recording for you to see it, right? So then I was like, well, put it down how you would record, how you would do it. I'm trying to not line this and this up because they're the bigger of the yellow pieces. This thing definitely could use some more cream, but then again, it could use color. But then it wouldn't be neutral, would it? So, see, now I'm trying to make sure things are more broken down. So I would put this piece here, right over this white edge. And see, this edge has several layers, but we like our stuff with some thickness, you know? These are tags and journaling cards and whatever we turn them into, and we tend to like a little bit of, you know, heft. And this gives you that multi-layer automatically. So, if I cut this here, bring this piece down here, well, maybe we need to put this piece back in. Not that way. Not that way either. See? I'm like, ah. All right, maybe we'll put this piece in first. No. No, we will not. See, I don't want these two together. See my issue? So, I guess I would do this here. That's how I would do it. Just thinking, how would it look the nicest? Because now we're just going back into our squareness. Oh, I know better. You got to do the back of both. Don't be lazy. Front of one, back of the other. Yeah, I know. I was trying to be lazy about it. Because this is my lazy way of doing things, right? It's not like I put any thought process into this. I'm just, you know, playing with paper. Come here, little scraper. And I mean, these were papers that were going in the trash. So they're just bits of funness. So now I could put, nope, I want this one. Yep. Just trying them on. Oh, I think I did the wrong end. That's okay. I'll just do the whole darn thing. There. Because see, now I'm crossing over because I'm trying to stay in this line right here. So then we could put this down here. It's one of those don't get attached to anything yet kind of games, right? Oops, a little shallow. Oh, scoot over, Sally. Oh, thank you. So, let's see. Then for ease of this, I'll just take those off. And then we will completely put a new background on, right? So that everything is good and smooth on the back. Generally, which is why I was trying to put it in a 12 by 12, but you know, I mean, generally I would use, well, just let me. Oh, what am I doing? It's right beside me. Okay. I don't know. I grabbed clean, but really, the, I don't know. I did that because yeah, this one is right here. Because I think computer stuff is on the other side of the room. So that's where I went to. Which side do we like? That one or that one? I kind of like this one. So then, so this one we're going to do just slightly different because we know this is our background piece. So I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to grab out the art glitter glue if it wants to play with me today. It might not because I put a different pin in there thinking it was the proper, you know, it said stainless steel, but I don't think so. So now I just wanted to get some of this on my edges for sure. So I didn't use, you notice I didn't use liquid glue through all of this. You certainly can. Just needs a little extra drying time. Yeah, that glue's not happy with me. Let me just say that. It's not happy. Now, oftentimes I use more than just 3-4 types of paper. Also, I don't generally manage to leave the whole thing neutral, so I'm really kind of pleased with that part. that I'm so far managed that. So these ones only have just the edges. Well, I could pull better ones, but I'm not gonna. Let's face it, I'm not gonna, because we're about to put, once we think we have everything down here as it should be, we're gonna do the next stage, right? Yeah, we are. I was gonna make this a 30-minute video, and I still might manage it. Am I gonna no, we're already past that, so, you know, what else? Now, we're not gonna do the focal points necessarily today. I'm gonna try to hurry up, and maybe it can be like a 45-minute. So, but normally I would not cut this at this stage, you guys. I'm tempted to because you're here. But normally I would not cut this. Just trying to line it up. Line it up as best I can. Or, you know, ish. Because we all know I'm not that picky. I want to say that's why I do junk journaling, but the truth of the matter is, when I do collage or canvas work, I'm not that picky either. I've left the pickiness behind. So there we go. And so the next stage for me, personally, is, do I have a good brush? I don't think I do have it handy. Oh, there we go. There it is. Is coffee. I have coffee beside me. Where is my glue stick? You're the dead one, right? Okay. Where's the other glue stick? You know, that I was literally just using. There it is. That one. We need to keep track of. So, two ways. This is just a foam brush. And then you can kind of coat it. Not what I generally do. So I have, this is a cheap, like Walmart kind of brush, and I kind of do, I flick like this. Two different looks, both good. And this is not extremely dark coffee. This is our leftover coffee from yesterday, because my husband misjudged the time, so he went to work earlier than normal. Let me say it that way. So this is why at this stage I don't cut, because, well, what if you want more? Well, one, it's very wet, but also, what if we want more pieces of this? So, we're going to stop here. We'll let this dry, and then we will come back, and we will do some, well, I might do a little more of this, you know, depending on how light it dries. And then, yeah, I'll show you how to cut it and decorate it. Or cut them and leave them, because you can decorate them for whatever journal you're using. That's the beauty of it being neutral. So that's how that goes, guys. That's how I do it. I mean, there's a million ways to do them. All are valid. And, of course, anything that's sticky-uppy, I will fix. Because see how some of these right here, you can already tell these ones aren't stuck. They're not even stuck together. Yeah, got to clean my nib. That was not stainless steel as it advertised. Darn it. So, there. A quick, easy, neutral masterboard. Collage board. Whatever. They're the same thing. I like collage board because you're collaging, but lots of people call them masterboards. So, there you go. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to make many more at some point. I know, because I got these things, so either I got to throw it all away or I have to use it. So I'm going to make at least a few more, and then I'll play with those later, because I don't think you guys want to do anymore. I will show you one more quick way to do it really quick before we go. Okay, I know I said. So where's my little, there they are. So the other quick way to begin is to just take, which one? Not that one. Don't take that one. Take this one. Is to just take full pieces of paper. Okay? Yeah. Matte medium would have been great for this, but I was worried about cutting. You know. I don't know why. I never do it all in one stage because I like options. Right there, bam. This is not a full page because I don't have any full pages of that. So we're just gonna fill the edges in with that. And then, like, come here, toot, 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 down the centers, around the edges, okay. Into this corner here. And overlapping up there. Okay, so we're gonna take this one. It's a half a page, but it's on my desk, so pretend it's a full one, right? So you can take, well, I'm not showing you good, so, oh my gosh, here. Okay. This is not even going to be a music sheet, is it? That's okay. All right, so if you put this one to this one. Now, do 5 or 6 crossed, right? Whatever you're doing. 5, 6, how many ever you feel like. Infinity, this is one of the things I do like about Never Ending Masterboard. Oh, I didn't show you. Okay, well now you're going to see a Never Ending Masterboard, which we should do in another video, and we will. We'll do a, maybe, because we'll just wind up doing more of exactly this. Okay, now, if I put a couple of these together, it would look like one page. Yeah, that one already hit the watery stuff. I know. Trying to measure it off from one of these pages. Okay, so if it's there, okay, so let's take this. Feels like, oh, yep. Yeah, okay. Do this here. Like that. Get up there. And then one more piece for the other side. That was not a piece, that's just a chunk. Oh, this is a chunk too. That's what we're going to use. I'll just do that, right? Okay. I'm making a page so I can show you. Huh, how funny is this? Okay. So then we just add another page, right? Just pretend like it's all the same kind of paper. Never Ending Masterboards. See? Never Ending Collage Board. Get out there a little. Okay. And then, do I have any more of that other music sheet laying around? No, there's no more. So we're going to use this one. Are we though? Yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll just cut those ends off. Don't ignore that. It'll just come back to bite you later. You know what I'm saying? That was 2 pages. Okay. So, there you go. Like that. Now, you cut them. Cut these ones in half. Weehaw, not stuck yet. Ah, that glue is not as good. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. I said what I said. Okay. I know, looks like I have a lot of moving parts. I really don't. I'm just trying to hurry. So then, come here. Go right along that edge that I said we were probably going to take off. But I think I can even it out. That's why. Right? Go to that edge, which you know is a clear edge. See, now I haven't twisted anything yet. As you keep going, you twist. If you want. Some people don't, and they like all of their stuff to be upright. Hey, you do you, man. You do you. And remember, these are only bases, so it doesn't really matter that much. But now, see, for me, I would now spin because, well, one, we got to make this one match up. I forgot that. I want to put it on there. Make it match. Because I don't want this and that together. So you can spin it like this, see, which is the quickest, easiest way to go. Just see, we've already went through this glue stick. We're at the ends of the glue stick. Okay, so we'll do this much, and then I'll glue that end in a minute here. And so what would be helpful here is if I could line it up right here on my mat so I could see what is straight across. There's bottles in my way up there. Oh, I keep trying to twist it, but because that side is, see here, unevenness, but that is where the thing goes. So this is just another way, and you notice I didn't use a base page at all for this. I'm just using these as their own base pages, which is perfectly fine and valid too. So now I would go this way across. So I don't know why I spun that all the way upside down, you guys. I have no clue. But for me, this would be my next move. And again, I forgot to make sure those ones lined up with the rest of the pages. I don't know where it ends. Oh, well, apparently not that far. Okay, what else? Good enough. Okay, so now I would, now I'm assessing, see there? Now I want to offset it this way. Yeah, I always offset mine because that's what makes it fun, right? To me. Everybody's got their own idea of fun, I know. But I would offset it to where these colors and those colors, see, they are overlapping here. So I didn't, and then I would rip that portion off, except I keep moving my stuff. There it is. Not going to be my best rip ever, I know, because I don't excel, especially at sideways ripping. And then I'd stick this one, I'd turn it, because see, I don't want that and that together. So I'd turn it and put this one here. Glue. And yep, I deliberately overlapped. Did you see me do that? Like I overlapped, which is not pulling it out to the edge. So I really should behave myself because that's what I'm trying to show you. But see, I'm already short on the edge. So it doesn't really matter. Just gonna overlap it anyway. Because what I think I'll do is I'll take this piece that I cut off earlier because it was a sticky outie. I don't know what that is. And I'm going to add it back right here. And then we're right back to square again. Like that. See? And so this obviously is too much of a block right here. So then that's what I would cut next. I should be paying attention to my cuts, but I'm not. I'm supposed to be. I'm trying because I'm trying to show you. See? Because I don't excel at that kind of thing, guys. Okay, you sit here. You guys get to the, there we go. And then this is still a block to me, but we'll, you know, you deal with that as you go. So then pull this down here. So yay-ish here, here-ish. And then, I don't know where it was, so I'm just going to do that, and we're going to guess. We're going to go here-ish. And then the same thing. It's kind of repetitive. Like you could do this while you're watching TV. You could do this just because you feel like it. You can do it while you're chatting on the phone with friends. I put this color up for sure, so I have different color blocks happening. And they're always going to start shortening down. That's just the given of it because we're overlapping them. You're not doing them exactly how they were before. So eventually something has to give, right? Your page is going to get smaller because you're continuing to overlap in the back. See, the back is a lot more fun right now than the front, and that can happen. And if it is, then we'll just flip it over when we're done and use that side. This is what I didn't like, so now I'm going to cut this way. And frankly, I just think there's not enough beige colored paper, this color, in here. So what you can do is add one if you want to. Do I have any more? Well, maybe we're not going to add one right now because I don't have one on my thing here of don't use color, Patty. See, I was gonna use color. So apparently, well, there's this little piece over here, so we could do that. This way. If we put it on that way, because then part of it's going to get covered. No, wait. Let's do it this way. Hang on. Let's decide. That's how we moved it. So let's flip it upside down. Oh, see? That took care of it. See? Calm down, Patty. Do what you're... Do this. Oh, look at there. So this happens because I don't worry about the centers as much. And eventually your centers may become your outsides. But, you know, then you just glue it together. You know, you just glue it. It's just glue and paper, man. Glue and paper. So I'm almost satisfied. I don't like this part here. So I'm going to take this piece and just put it down on the other end. Just like that. See? Just keep hopscotching them until you get to where you like it. And when you have it where you like it, you're done. Or where you mostly like it because you know you're going to alter it again. And it's just a background. Right? See, I don't like this strip. And what's going to happen is I don't like those together. It's too much of a good thing going on there. So then, I'm literally just going to flip this page upside down. Slap it back on. Uh-oh. Better do this one this way because apparently that's how those were glued. Not that one. Ha! Not that one. And then put that one on there. Bob's your uncle, man. There you go. Look at that. Push it all down, because like, see this one? Hugely not done. But I don't know if that's these glue sticks, which are just sad. Which is weird, because I've used this kind of glue before, and it worked just fine. Could be because I was using magazine papers and just doing that kind of thing. So see, now we have this basic white here and a basic white here, but the thing is, it's all different papers. So if you added some drops, would it get more fun? And then see there, everything kind of starts coming together. You don't have to obliterate your back unless that's what you want to do. Now I also will wind up putting some, oh yeah, we're definitely going to do a part 2. Because if this was mine, I would be putting some gesso on here and possibly some more splatters until I felt really great. Right? So see, this no longer bothers you that all these are one color. And if you don't want them, like, just put some color in like that one. Or put some color in just right here down the center of this one. Just a stripe of color. And then you have deepened it. And if it needs more, you go back and deepen it after it dries. Right? But I personally like splatter. I don't like, every time I coffee dye, I grungy my stuff way too much. Okay, there is 5 minutes left. So that's what we did. We did this one and part of this one, which this one would have been the super quick one. Oh, let me throw that on the floor. So we finished this one, and look how it's drying. See how it's turning different colors on us? So then I would probably get it wet, throw some white oxide on it. Those are things we can do the next time I'll show you. We'll jazz them all up. And then this base I would finish by putting these little half pages I got going on over here. Not those ones, but the actual half pages just in the corners, see? Overlapping those a bit, yeah. Get right up to that corner, girly. Get up to the corner. So it's a little bit over in places, and that's okay because we're just going to cut that off. And then I would do the same thing right here. I would take one. Too much of a good thing. Okay, so just rip it down. You obviously don't need that much between these two to finish them off. And then the ripping process begins. Or you can coffee them at this point. Coffee, tea, whatever. Oxide inks, whatever you're doing, if you wanted to. Obviously that's got some wet on it already. So you can drizzle and leave it this way if this is what you want, and cut it right from here. Like, there's not any rules. But see how quick this one came together? Like what? That's under a minute. And some of them I absolutely will do this way, and then I'll come back and put all the little bitty bits right on top. The rest of them will probably go this quickly. The rest of my little, these. Because this is all I'm giving to, space I'm giving to neutrals. I can't neutral. I cannot neutral that well. Oh shoot, there's a fourth one, dang it. And then what you could do is do this quickly with all of them and cut them all at one time, which I can show you. I'll leave this one like this. I will, actually I'm not going to rip it, I'm just going to finish it across, and then we'll do that on another day too. We'll play with how would I take this big never-ending piece and deal with that. Okay, I'm going to let you go here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, we're going to leave that one down so it can dry. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.